So welcome back in Side Channel Spillway. We are discussing about the remedial classes in COVID-19 pandemic, and our academic is not going as earlier. So we are discussing the topics in which you have encountered any doubt on this YouTube channel, which is a wonderful initiative by our technical education department Rajasthan as well as our engineering college Ajmer along with department of civil engineering. Hello, welcome back. In the water resources engineering 2 248 semester, we are dealing in further of the previous lecture of over shut spillway. In this particular lecture we are discuss about side channel spillway. I have defined you the definition and typical characteristics of side channel spillway, and we are discussing that diagram. So I hope you can better understanding of this. So here a river which is flowing in this direction only, and a dam which is constructed like that, and here is your reservoir. You can see this is the upstream, this is the downstream direction of river, and this is the upstream portion on which the reservoir is built up. Now now a spillway is constructed here. You can see the notation as this is the cross sectional view xx, and you can also see the typical contour elevations which is shown in meters: 1100, 1000, 900, 800, 800, and similar. This is your access road to inspecting the dam as well as on spillway. This is the discharge channel D. So here is your spillway. The entire diagram is a plan of embankment dam showing a side channel spillway as well as shut spillway. So now we will discuss the discharge characteristics of the side channel spillway. The these are the similar with the ordinary overflow spillway, and as we discussed, the control structure in the side channel spillway is the weir crest. So the discharge characteristics are dependent on the selected profile of the weir crest. Okay, so although the side channel spillway is not hydraulically efficient nor inexpensive, but it has advantages which make it adaptable to spillways where a long overflow crest is required in order to limit the efflux. Efflux is nothing but the surcharge held to cause flow, and the abutments are steep and precipitous. Okay, so if you can see, this is your side channel spillway, here is your reservoir, and this is the crest weir of the spillway. This is your rock face. So in the perpendicular direction of our plane of this mm, uh, I guess screen, in the perpendicular direction of the screen, the side channel in the perpendicular direction like this. So this is the xx view through the side channel spillway, and xx view we have cutted here. This is your xx view. Now on further we have shaft spillway. What is a shaft spillway? A shaft spillway is a kind of spillway in which one where water enters over horizontally positional lip drops through a vertical or sloping shaft. So you can you have get through this shaft. So this is the spillway form of shaft, as I can understand. So in this particular type of spillway, waters water enters over a horizontal positioned lip, drops through a vertical or sloping shaft, and then flows to the downstream river channel through a horizontal or nearly horizontal conduit or tunnel. So you can you are having an idea that whenever there is a shaft, so there is a tunnel. uh, the structure of this shaft spillway may be considered as being made up of three elements. So the three elements of this shaft spillway are overflow control weir. To control the surplus water, a weir is constructed over the shaft spillway, which is known as overflow control weir. A vertical transition in the direction of vertical a transition, and a closed discharge channel. Up Now, when the inlet is funnel shaped जब भी होगा discharge channel का, then the entire spillway is known as morning glory spillway. uh, so what is the morning glory? Morning glory is nothing but a kind of a flower. On the basis of the morning glory flower, this spillway is defined as morning glory spillway. This name is derived from the flower by the same name, which it closely resembles, especially when fitted with the anti-vortex piers. So let's see, where is this? This is your dam. Okay, this is your highest flood level. This is FRL, full reservoir level. This is your shaft, drop shaft, and here this is your tunnel, or you can see it is a spillway conduit, and this is your spillway outlet. Further we can see this is the morning glory spillway with anti-vortex pier. These are the anti-vortex to if you can remember in the fluid mechanics portion, we have discussed about vortex flow or forced vortex and free vortex. You can have an idea of vortex flow, like during this COVID-19 pandemic, we are usually washing our hands thrice or four times or again and again in the wash basin. So the wash basin flow, the outlet flow of the wash basin is a typical example of vortex flow. So the here are the vortex piers, and this is your morning glory spillway over which the anti-vortex piers are having, and this is your section through a shaft spillway. Now, discharge characteristics. Discharge characteristics of the drop inlet spillway may vary with the range of head. As the head increases, the flow pattern would change from the initial weir flow over crest to tube flow, then finally to pipe flow in the tunnel. So where is the pipe in the tunnel? Here is your pipe in the tunnel, or you can say spillway conduit. Okay, this type of spillway attains maximum discharging capacity at relatively lower heads. However, there is little increase in capacity beyond the designed head. Should a flood larger than the selected inflow design flood occur, Advantages of the drop inlet spillway: at those dam sites that are located in narrow gorges where the abutment